What's happening YouTube is more motivation reactions, back with another reaction video. So I'm doing a Larry Bird video once again. This video is called Larry Bird's Most Savage Moments. I don't think I saw this one before. I'm not sure. But I'm going to react to it and see where it takes us. So if you're back to the channel, thank you so much for your support. If you're here for the first time, subscribe for more reaction videos. So I'm very versatile with the reactions. I react to basically anything, and we try to learn something from each video. So without further ado, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
Legend was his brilliance as a basketball player, and the other part were his legendary and vicious trash-talking skills. Bird was a killer on the court. He had a foul mouth, and he wasn't afraid of anybody. This explosive combination gave birth to some of the most ruthless trash-talking stories in NBA history.
I can imagine.
10 best Larry Bird savage moments. 1988.
Something makes me think that I already watched this video. Anyways, let's keep going.
Three-point shooting contest. The three-point shot in the NBA was first introduced in the 1979 NBA season.
Wow.
Larry's rookie year. 7 years later, at the 1986 All-Star Weekend in Dallas, the NBA brought the first official three-point shooting contest to the scene. Larry won it, and repeated next year at the All-Star game in Seattle. In 1988, he was going for a three-peat in Chicago. Before the start of the contest, Bird entered the locker room, did not speak a word to the other competitors, and just took a good look at them. He finally said, "Which one of you is going to come in second?" The room was filled with silence, because they all knew what kind of a shooter Bird was. Of course, Larry would go on to win again, proving that he's the best shooter in the world. He won without taking off his tracksuit, famously raising his hand while the contest-clinching three was still in the air. Response to Craig Hodges.
That's hilarious,
Craig
man.
Hodges was one of the best shooters
That's hilarious, man.
in the 80s. He competed in a three-point shooting contest with Larry each time Bird was participating.
I'm gonna have to start looking for more videos from this channel non-stop. The commentating is very good. Very good.
Larry won 3 times. Craig finished second twice. When Hodges finally took home the title of the best three-point shooter at the All-Star Weekend in 1989, reporters asked him if the main reason for his victory was Bird's injury and non-participation.
Yep.
He said, "Larry knows where you can find me." And Bird replied, "I know where. The end of the Chicago Bulls bench. The left-handed game." Larry
Man. That is just the most disrespectful.
Bird was in the prime of his basketball brilliance in the 85-86 season when he led the Celtics to the title. They lost only one game at home throughout the season and the playoffs, setting an NBA record with 50-1. The Portland Trail Blazers were the only team to defeat the Celtics at home in December.
I wonder how they did it in December. Yeah, I wonder.
They were a good bet to win in front of their crowd in February. Before the game, Bird surprised his teammates and journalists by saying that he would shoot all his shots with his left hand, except long jumpers. This was the last game of a long road trip. Larry would always find new motivations and challenges to get through the monotonous grind of the regular season. In the game against Portland, he'd go on to have one of the most memorable games of his career. He hit a shot to send the game to overtime, and then hit a game winner in the OT. Bird finished the game with 47 points, with 14 rebounds and 11 assists.
Wow.
He scored 22 points with his left hand out of sheer boredom and fun.
That's insane, man.
Confident this guy was. White guys guarding him. Larry is not white. Larry is clear, said Bill Murray in Space Jam, while explaining Bird's ethnicity to Michael Jordan. Larry Bird had skills for days. He was thinking the game 3 moves in advance. His jump shot was money. He was nimble at 6'9", but he wasn't by any means an athletic player.
6'9", okay. For some reason I thought he was 6'10". Is somebody please confirm? I thought he was 6'10", not 6'9". Anyway, what a difference does it make? It sure makes a lot of a difference in a sport like basketball. 1 inch, it makes a difference.
Player, Bird suffered from WMCJ syndrome, which stands for White Man Can't Jump, and he was aware of it. On one occasion, he called basketball a black man's game due to the natural ability and athleticism of African American players. Because of that, he hated when the opposing teams would defend him with another white guy. Bird said that it was disrespectful to his greatness because he was dropping
Larry Bird, man. You know, guys like him, Like guys of the same kind of mentality that are super competitive, they just secretly find ways to be angry. They find ways to be like driven. And I don't know how to explain it, but that kind of hunger you need. You need to like find ways to just keep yourself challenged in a way. You cannot be like comfortable, mellow. You have to find ways to just be like, I need to get it. And he's that type.
30 and 40 on the most athletic players in the league. So if you put an unathletic white guy on it, that's barbecue chicken right there, in the trainer's lab.
Hey, Meta, remind me who's on my guest list.
Here's who's on your guest list. Tinashe.
It's about to go up.
Hey, Meta, which of these shots should I take?
The highest scoring game in Larry Bird's career came in the 1986 season, in a game against Dominique Wilkins in the Atlanta Hawks. At the beginning of the first quarter, it was obvious that Larry is in the zone. He'd hit everything he threw to the basket, with the announcers repeatedly saying they were watching the greatest shooting exhibition in basketball history. Bird scored 60 on 61% shooting and 15 of 16 on free throws, hitting ridiculous shots over several players. During the game, he suddenly said, "in the trainer's lab," to Hawks players, which meant he would try to make a three from the corner near the opposing bench. He got the ball, made the shot. One Hawks player who tried to guard it tripped over and fell exactly into the trainer's lab, just like Bird predicted. The Hawks bench was so amazed that they were laughing and high-fiving each other, totally perplexed by Bird's brilliance. After that, they were fined by their coach Mike Fratello for cheering on the opposing player, tormenting Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was one of the best defenders in NBA history. His quick feet, long arms, and a motor that never shut down. He was a pest, an annoying pest who never stopped guarding, provoking, and getting into everybody's face. And he used to be a nightmare for scorers around the NBA. However, when he was just starting out, he needed to get some schooling from Bird. After Larry scored 4 consecutive shots over Rodman, he opened his mean mouth and started destroying Rodman. Bird started yelling at Rodman's coach, Chuck Daly. "Who's guarding me, Chuck? Is anyone guarding me? You better get someone on me, or I'm gonna go for 60. Even though Rodman was almost superglued to him in an effort to deny him the ball, Bird was at his sarcastic best. "I'm open. Hurry up before they notice nobody is guarding me."
That's
Merry
crazy.
Happy Christmas. 1990.
That's so savagery, man. Crazy.
Where he was always greeted as a king. It was where the hick from French Lick grew up, made his first basketball steps, and took Indiana State University to the 1979 NCAA Finals. And the game Boston played against the...
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to start watching videos from this channel. I love the commentating. It's really good, and the music behind it is amazing. Well, that's it for my reaction, folks. Thank you so much for coming back to my reaction channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more reaction videos. Let me know what reactions you want me to do. I'll definitely do those. But I'm out of here. May God bless all of you, and I'll see you next video.